We mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, and we're back now with some very interesting news about how we all feel, all of us, men and women, single, married, rich, poor. New research tonight seems to establish a solid link between how we feel and how old we are. And for more on this, we're joined by our chief medical editor, Dr. Nancy Snyderman.
Hi, Brian.
What did we learn here?
Fascinating study, basically challenging the conventional wisdom that you're either happy or not. This was looking over 1 million people, 72 different countries, everything from Albania to Zimbabwe, and here's what we found. There is a dip in happiness somewhere in midlife. Let's take a look at just the United States. If you look at women, they take sort of a dip in their happiness around 39 or 40. Men, a little later in life, in the early 50s. But you touched on something that's really important. This has nothing to do with income or marriage or education. It seems to be a universal truth across all of these very different cultures and countries.
So I'm looking at those two almost congruent curves. Is there a triggering mechanism, a reason that causes it to start going down?
It's one thing these researchers didn't look at, but they question whether we get to middle life and we question our aspirations and we become disappointed with what we think we were going to be and we didn't. But one thing we do know is that if you stick to your grit and you find your way out, and obviously most of us do, refinding that happiness comes later in life, and the more physically fit you are, the more likely you are to be happy, and in fact, equate that happiness at 70 with the same happiness of a 20-year-old.
Wish I could see folks at home nodding yes or no to this. Nancy Snyderman, thank you.
You're
as
welcome,
always.
Brian.